Have you ever seen a nuclear bomb exploding at sea? You will see a giant wormhole in the middle of the big sea. A yacht not far away was quickly sucked into that black hole. Finally explodes a large water tower, emits a powerful super shock wave. Signal tower of destroyers was directly blown away, and the water tower just even the aviation formation of the US military. It's nothing compared to it. Then the waves started coming immediately. The whole guard ship was swallowed up. The aircraft carrier was lifted high by the waves. Seawater also began to overflow inside the ship. This scene is truly breathtaking. But fortunately this bomb explosion was underwater, so its power is not too terrible. Nearby ships were lucky to escape. Then in the end, spend a lot of effort to drop nuclear bombs into the sea. But Mid is the main male of the movie. The story must have started from a year ago. Mid is still just a normal guy right now. I just successfully proposed my beautiful girlfriend on the beach. If nothing unexpected happens, they will definitely live happily ever after. But in reality, the unexpected happens. Jackfruit wants to order 2 glasses of white wine. Suddenly, a group of terrorists appeared on the beach. They shoot madly, slaughter the tourists present. In chaos, Mid got hit in the leg, but the pretty girlfriend got shot in the chest and died on the spot. You are in so much pain despite running fast towards her, and was not careful and got hit in the shoulder. Saw Mid desperately crawling on the ground. The terrorist Kier doesn't shoot me anymore, and just shot straight at the girl's body next to her. Then he left. Not killing Jackfruit makes me bitter. Indeed, swore that he must avenge his girlfriend. 18 months later, Jackfruit has turned into a bearded man with a full face. Went through a long investigation. I finally got through the net, contacted with people inside a terrorist organization. Then he pretends to be a believer and want to join them. At the same time, I'm also frantically practicing fighting and use a gun after a period of exposure. Terrorists also gradually believe in Mid, so I made an appointment to meet you at a base. But Jackfruit is American, so the opponent still tied him up. Then start asking questions. One side calmly replied. One side holds a small piece of well-hidden knife. Start cutting the rope. While I was thinking how to deal with these people. Then suddenly, the leader in front of him was shot dead on the spot. Then another armed force burst in. Kill the rest. At this point, Mid has cut the rope that binds me. See the enemy's body in front of you. For a moment, he couldn't accept the truth. Mid has been thinking about the scene countless times. My own hand will avenge for my girlfriend, but now my enemy is being killed by someone else. Mid is only angry, venting his anger on the leader's corpse, but not satisfied yet. Mid was immediately captured by the armed forces and taken away. Then he finally understood. This armed force is the CIA's counterterrorism force. This is also the reason. Because why could they find out? Terrorists lair this time. I'm also lucky to have Mid leading the way. Actually, they've been silently observing him for a long time. A black female leader highly appreciates Mid's ability, so she asked him to join Syria. Then Mid start participating in professional training and become a member of the anti-terror while Mid was in practice. Then something big happened outside. In an abandoned nuclear base in Russia, 15 pounds of protein to 139 stolen. In such a large quantity, enough to make a nuclear bomb. Later, those ingredients were bought by a man. But during the transaction, this wicked man does not want to give money, but the goods still want to receive. Directly shot and killed the whole Kier thief gang. After getting the item, he immediately escaped. Very soon this news was passed to CIA. Because this nuclear fuel is so important, the female leader immediately invited the teacher training Mid to solve this. Through the camera of the scene, this teacher discovered who charged this nuclear material is the person he used to lead Away. But for some reason, because Away has been kicked out of Syria and become a mercenary against the organization. Besides, CIA also investigates Ra has the AI planning. From a weapons dealer to buy detonators. Judge. The person who bought this detonator is probably Huawei too. Then, as long as they find the arms dealer Kier, say no, not only can nuclear material be recovered, maybe even catch Away. Such a decision plan. Then the magistrate sent troops, go to the city's arms dealer. They hide and observe the situation. Very quickly, Mid found an opportunity. I discovered arms dealer's assistant, ordered to go to work. So he quickly went to the front, hit him. Take that opportunity to steal his phone. After decoding the phone, Mid already knows the time and their trading locations. When the arms dealer arrived at the trading point, the Mid guys have already arranged it here. After that, I went to the pub with my teammates, where the transaction takes place, getting ready to catch people. Of course, the person who came to buy the detonator was Away, but this guy is also extremely wary. After he got the key to the car that contained the detonator, then immediately discovered the group of Mid. Away without saying a word, turned his head and stabbed Mid's teammate to death. In times of chaos, he entered the arms dealer and fled. The teacher saw that the 7 mission failed, can only order the entire team to retreat. But Mid is very bloody. He directly jumped into the assistant's car and ordered him to bring me to see you, arms dealer Kier. When going to the arms dealer's tavern, Mid raised his gun carefully and entered, even though there are guards inside, but Mid's practice period, not in vain. After a while of fighting, finally got rid of all the guards. Then Mid went to find the weapons dealer. I think this guy is just a bad guy, do many evil things, so I shot him directly. Then he took his computer Theo and returned to the base. because the MIC doesn't follow orders. The magistrate was very angry and want to expel him from the team. But the female leader is still determined to keep Mid. Young people are hard to avoid moments of excitement. Why? The results are good. And now the most important task is, must deal with the risk. Nuclear bomb in front of you. Away has obtained nuclear materials and detonator. These two things are very important. Our just need to find an atomic physicist to assemble. Then such a nuclear bomb is formed. From the computer of the arms dealer Kier, investigated. There is a transaction. Transfer $2 million to an account in Rome. This money, most likely sent to Cho physicist Kier. So everyone immediately went to the bank and Roma. Through facial recognition of people, go to the bank, withdraw money. Mid quickly found a Kier physicist. Then follow him. When going to the hotel where the expert stayed, Mid rented a room next door. And plug in a small camera. Observe his every move. Just like that, he just watched until the night. At this time, Away send some people to pick up the experts and anyway, Away is also someone who has been trained by a teacher. Immediately detected the camera in the expert room, so he immediately went out to kill people. Because the opponent has more people, so Mid and his teammates were caught by them. Fortunately, at this time, the teacher came to the rescue. 3 people coordinating, solved everyone here. But in the end, still let Away escape. Then the magistrate forced the expert, must tell everything he knows. But can only find out one code name is Tin Ma. The teacher knows that the ghost is Away. All the information obtained is useless. In the evening, the female teammate helped Mid to bandage the wound. Unknowingly, she mentioned 2 words. This made Cho Jack immediately alert, because when the physicist talked about this signal, she was not at the scene. So you definitely don't know. I guess she's the enemy's spy. So immediately knocked her down. Under the pressure of jackfruit, she also said, my true identity is an agent of Iran. But apart from revealing who can link up with the leader, everything else I don't want to say. Who can connect? Which she said, the magistrate also knew. That person is an Iranian intelligence officer. Moreover, that person was an old acquaintance of the magistrate. Cannot explain why. Why is related to him. The magistrate was also very confused. Made a private appointment with this officer. After a while, he also honestly said that Ra is the mastermind of this plan. Was a senior officer of Iran. They can't stand the ban on nuclear production on your own country, so hired a mercenary, nicknamed the Ghost. Want him to bring them nukes. When the teacher wants to ask more details about the details, Away's remote raid has begun. He shot and killed the contact person with a gun and wounded him. The magistrate then took him away. The news that the officer was arrested has been transferred to Although the female leader thinks that now solving the nuclear case is more important, but a person with respect and dignity decided to save the teacher halfway before. He knocked out his co-worker and took her on a case. Older Tell brother. Her that the contact person has been killed. Ask her to take him to the base. That contact person is her biological uncle. As soon as she heard the news, she immediately agreed to help Mid. Still here, teacher. Being locked up in the base and being brutally tortured away. Away becomes like this, because in one mission, the magistrate wants to protect the general. So I didn't send someone to save me in danger. This made him endure enough torture from his enemies. That's why he hates religious officials and hates America. I always wanted revenge, but never had a chance. This time the senior Iranian officer came to him. Give me some money. And told me to go get the nukes. Just in time. Give me a chance to take revenge. Iranian senior officers think they are taking advantage of Away. But it's actually Away who is taking advantage of him. Now the magistrate has been arrested. Nuclear weapons. Also completed by physics expert. Assembling Away finally revealed the real face. He turned his head without hesitation. Kill all the people of the Iranian officer. At the end, during the start of the explosion countdown, this time, Mid also arrived in time. I used the explosion of the car to create chaos. At that time, come to save the magistrate. But her teammate was taken hostage by Away. She didn't want to make it difficult for Cho Mid, actively self-destruct, and Away also took nuclear weapons and ran away. Mid looked at her body in constant pain. But you have to rush out immediately. Jump on Way's train. Then Ra's ultimate goal is Away. Is to use this nuclear bomb to attack the US naval fleet, patrolling near it. Mid definitely won't give him what he wants, so the two of them fought fiercely on the train. Both of them are led by the priest. With equal strength and attack technique, they are invincible. Of course, they were all taught by one person. Now Away has found another way. He used the death of his girlfriend Mid to mock him. But I didn't expect Mid to get excited as soon as I heard it. The finally succeeded in killing this crazy Away. At this time, the teacher is sitting on the helicopter chasing after Mid. He told Mid to immediately throw the backpack into the sea, then quickly get Mid out of here. Then this helicopter tried to fly at full speed. Just a few seconds later, the backpack containing the nuclear bomb exploded. The first is to form a large deep crater, then sprayed on the giant stream. Shockwave LAN out to all. The direction is extremely majestic. Lucky too, the sea had digested the full blast's destructive power. Although the US fleet was seriously damaged, but no one was injured. And the Kier nuclear bomb was absorbed by seawater, so its effect is not too great. Final, this dramatic nuclear hazard event, under Mid's efforts also disappeared. Not long after, Iran's leaders stand up to the media, denying us bombing is fake news. But when he entered the elevator, Mid was standing there. The movie ends here.